Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today guys, I'm checking out Supergirl Season 5 Episode 4 entitled In Plain Sight. Now, in the last episode, they did a big thing that I thought was going to carry over into the next episode, but it didn't for, I'm not really sure why. I guess we'll find out in this episode or some point, not really sure. But in the last episode, Kelly, I had to make sure I looked up her name because I'm bad with names and I forgot. Kelly, James' sister, was helping out an old friend, but it really wasn't her old friend. It was Malefic, or however you pronounce his name, John Jones' brother, playing the character, and the actor was Sean Astin, which was freaking awesome. I'm like, I didn't hear anything about him being brought into the show, but she was able to see him transform due to the connection they had now shared, even though she unlocked his power that was taken away when he went to the Phantom Zone. And then they sent her away for her protection. I'm like thinking, wait, she can tell if it's him, and you're sending her away? Like, I don't understand that. But they sent the actress away. They sent Kelly away. They sent her away. I'm not really sure. Once again, I do not like Rojas or whoever this other guy is that they have in the show. These two new characters, don't like them, not one bit. And also Brainy and Nia kind of had a falling apart because Brainy's being himself, but he's overdoing the poem thing all the time. But before that, it was food. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he gets stuck on one thing, and he constantly does it over and over and over because he thinks that she's going to like it, and that's not true. So he walks out. She wasn't trying to break up with him, but it kind of seems as what happened. But, and Lena's still doing her experiments and got Kara to go to that bunker and steal those journals Supergirl Kara stole for Lena. Stupid. Come on, Kara, you're smarter than this. She believed the lies. So, I'm curious what we do in this episode. I'm not sure what the hell's going to happen here, but I'm intrigued to see where we go from here because they are setting up some pretty interesting things with other characters, and I like the fact that we're getting more screen time with other characters besides Kara, which I love seeing Kara on screen all the time. It's her show, but I like the fact that we're also focusing on other characters and giving them some storylines, even though sometimes I don't like them or whatever, but at least they're getting storylines. At least they're getting screen time and they're actually being a part of the show rather than just being in the background like other Arrowverse shows have done from time to time. So anyways, guys, here we go. Supergirl Season 5, Episode 4. Let's go. Jesus!
You came prepared.
You can't incept any of us now.
Don't be so sure.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
What?
Is that a prison?
That's definitely new.
The Martian protocol is in place.
At least Malefic won't get in here.
Interesting. We've not been in this building much this season so far. Only little bits.
That Vertex blaster was designed by Hank Henshaw to kill green Martians. Specifically me. It's a last resort.
Hank Henshaw was wrong about you, but Malefic is exactly the kind of Martian that this blaster was designed for.
Hang on, distract myself from my broken heart.
What?
What?
What? Oh, what?
Why? What did you hear? It was Nia?
Yes. Yes.
Alex has just asked me to assist the DEO in apprehending a rogue green Martian.
The brother of Jean Jones.
Yes.
The brother of Jean Jones.
Mind control.
Mind control! Okay. Yeah, it works for him. Jesus.
I'm okay.
I don't understand why you are defending him.
He betrayed you.
It's his
and
brother.
all of the
He's trying to figure
green
this shit
Martians
out.
during the war. They were slaughtered because of him.
I'm just really sorry.
Love that suit. There's just some really, like, it looks so good. Just some of the shots just make it look amazing. Oh, oh, did you just kill her? Did you just kill her?
Alex?
You okay?
What happened?
She's having visions. You need to make a call.
I'm...
Call these guys out.
Like who? Nobody's gonna speak up and risk themselves. Anyways, you can't beat the system.
James is
so
like,
what's the point?
I'll do it.
Assignment.
It would be cataclysmic.
So change a variable. What's the one thing you haven't tried yet?
Will you have...
Will you help me?
Will you help me?
Good job, buddy. Snicky.
It might work if you've got the backing of a media conglomerate and a certain girl with a cape. But around here, it doesn't mean anything.
Embezzlement, is that what this is? My friend says there's an address.
I don't know what this is. I'm confused as fuck as you are.
That you mind wiped the existence of your own brother.
Alex, I wanted to tell you. I was so ashamed.
You had me convinced that Malefic was the monster. But he wasn't just some bad guy coming after people. Malefic isn't the monster here. Sure.
Oh. It's you?
You.
Oh, close enough. Damn.
A Sindark is a sinner. That's what Malefic yelled at me. I asked Nia to use her dream power, but I'm glad Nia told her. She deserves to know the truth, and so do you.
It couldn't have been Nia. She's been with me.
It was Malefic.
You think?
He incepted Alex.
Yes. Correcto.
Alex, open your mind for me. We are.
I'm surprised they didn't do that thing anymore with other people.
You did what
Oh,
you could for him.
right back to it.
Wasn't enough. Got nobody.
Again!
Hey, you okay?
Make a fucking call, god damn it!
One green Martian now lives on Earth, among us. The Martian Manhunter. A coward who left his family
A
to live
coward.
an agonizing death.
Please. Alex, I know my brother is
Damn.
making you do this. I accept you now, brother.
No!
You did it to try and punish me.
Yep.
You've given us a second chance. It's not too late for us, brother.
What have I done?
Well, you were trying to kill Martian Manhunter.
Where did this love and forgiveness come from? From my family. Family is supposed to destroy you.
He was supposed to come alone, too.
And accept it.
The shield matrix.
Oh!
We are not gonna
There's a
let you
bomb? Really? Damn, that's quick. Ooh, nice save. Did it work? Did they actually do it? Seems so.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Well, you
Please.
could have, but
We did
since
anything.
you asked her, she's there. There's still some shit.
And
And
the projector.
the look she gave her, she's done smiling at Kara. Oh, okay.
Perhaps we could work on it together.
I'm not going anywhere. Hurry, because I...
No one there is willing to help. There's nobody willing to stand up, do the right thing. Look, I've been fighting a good fight from a fancy corner office for years.
I think he's leaving.
In the streets of National City as Guardian. For now, I'm going back to Calvintown.
Okay.
And I'm going to show that town that there is somebody who's willing to...
What is this?
Carl, walk out of here. Forget what you just saw. It's too
She
dangerous.
can't.
An undercover cop?
I'm a journalist. Like you. I work for the Times in London. I'm here undercover to investigate Andrea Rojas.
I already know about your offshore bank account, the one you share with Elena Torres. I know you were in Mexico City yesterday, helping her fake her own death. I know that you pretend to be dirty. Why aren't you saying anything?
Because I haven't found the proof yet. 2 years worth of reporting that suggests a criminal conspiracy bigger than Al Capone.
You mean my work's not really sentimental tripe?
Your articles are honest and smart.
Yep.
I can never write the way you write.
At least you're being honest.
My dad gave me this camera. And now it's yours.
This is not the Phantom Zone.
By now you've realized...
Oh, she reconfigured it to send... Oh! Lena! Wow. Lena pulled a fast one. For sure. I was not expecting that ending. So, Lena, out of nowhere, reconfigures that machine to send him to not the Phantom Zone. Jean's brother is now in Lena's secret laboratory, whatever the fuck, secret lab, in the same place that Miss Tessmacher was in before. It's interesting. Was this always the plan? I'm not exactly sure, but damn, that was a nice reveal. Also, this episode, on top of revealing this major thing where Lena actually does something pretty interesting pull off. Well, actually two things. Number one, which is the most important thing, is that James is now gone. He's officially gone. Now, it seems he's gone, but I don't know, because he could still pop up. But I don't think so, because he's not in National City. So maybe he's officially gone. I'll look into it, but I'm guessing that this was his last episode, at least in terms of a series regular. And I am quite surprised, because if this is his last episode, which it seemed like it was the ending for him, the way the last thing before it actually cut, like, seemed like an after credit scene, but not really with the whole Lena and stuff. But it seemed like they were ending it on a note with James handing his camera his dad gave him to that kid. That he could still pop up again at some point. But I was surprised it was the 4th episode. I was expecting like 6, 7, but maybe it's too close to Crisis. James off the show. He wanted to move on. The actor wanted to move on. So, bye, James. Here's since season 1 carried over from the move from CBS to CW. It could be interesting to see what they do. And I think that's really why they brought in his sister, because he was going to leave, and the actor wanted out. Another thing, William, who was a big piece of shit, apparently is not a big piece of shit, because he's undercover, still working for the same paper he was before when he went to Catco, but he's undercover trying to get close to Miss Rojas or whatever, and some sort of conspiracy, some sort of criminal something. He said bigger than Al Capone or something. Like he said, I forget exactly what the phrase he used to compare it was, saying it's bigger than this, but like he's implying this is a major thing that he's gonna get at the bottom of, and he's like, Cor, you gotta forget about this. You know, you don't want to get this wrapped up in this. She's Supergirl. She can handle herself. So maybe this is gonna be a turning point, because maybe Kara's gonna help William find out the truth about Miss Rojas. I would assume she's dirty and up to no good and some shit going down, because she's a fucking hateable character. So it doesn't surprise me if she's a part of sort of conspiracy and some bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Got to see a lot more of Jean's brother in this episode, and I thought that it was also the ending for him when he was sent to the Phantom Zone. He wasn't really sent to the Phantom Zone, but we already covered that. But him taking control of that one DEO agent who then took control of Alex, and that little thing with Alex telling Jean about, like, you know, you erased your brother from existence, of you and your father, and that whole speech, oh my god, on that balcony area, oh my god, that was some brutal shit. Pretty fucked up, but hey, you know, sometimes you gotta be harsh. But it wasn't really Alex. It was his brother, Malefic, or whatever you pronounce that name. I like the fact that Phil Lamar, the voice of Green Lantern from Justice League the Animated Series, is the voice of this Green Martian, of the brother. I think it's kind of cool, because Martian Manhunter is not played by anybody who did the voice. I don't think the actor who's portraying Martian Manhunter did him previously, like in a voiceover, but they got Carl Lumbly, who did the voice of Martian Manhunter on Justice League the Animated Series, to play his dad, and then they got Phil Lamar to do the voice of from Green Lantern Justice League Animated Series to do the brother. So I think it's kind of cool how they're bringing in past actors from other DC properties. It's kind of cool. Let's see, what else? That one, I guess, alien that fought Kara for a little bit. I thought she killed her because she threw that fucking table, and I thought that she killed her. How fucking hard she threw that shit. Oh my god. Brutal. It was interesting. I didn't expect that kind of thing to go down. Like, the fucker? Like, why? What? Because I wasn't expecting it, but whatever. What else happened in this episode? I mean, well, James and his sister Kelly, right, Kelly? went to that town to hide out, and they just saw the disaster, and that's what made James decide to stay there. I mean, he had other offers too, so I'm surprised he decided to go with this, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. So, you know, with the history he's had there, and the fact that it's run down, and the fact that interesting little tie-in with corruption in terms of prison stuff is like the prison is like the main thing of that town, that city, and the fact that that kid was like, my mom was caught stealing a heater or something, $30, and got 10 years. 10 years in prison for attempting to stealing a product worth $30. Are you kidding me? That's fucking bonkers. And so he's going to put a stop to it. He's going to he's going to stand up for the right things and justice and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's an interesting way to go. I was curious of how they were going to exit his character once we found out he was leaving. So I think it's a pretty good way to end his run. I mean, I think he's going to return at some point. Not as like a serious regular game, but I think he'll return as a pop up from time to time, I would think. Brainy clearly was having a lot of issues. He is typical to have all of his problems solved by himself and not having any help. So it was kind of hard for him to ask for help. But it's good to see that him and Nia are possibly going to work things out, maybe. But yeah. I think I covered everything for the most part. I'm trying to think if I missed anything in particular that needs to be discussed. No, not that I can think of. Well, I mean, the only thing I really noticed is that the fact that the DEO headquarters, or whatever it's called, the main room we've been in for a lot since season 2 when they moved to CW and they created that new DEO place. We've seen a lot of it. And so far this season, we've only seen bits and pieces of it. We got a lot more in this episode than normal in terms of comparing it to season 5. So I like the fact that we can go to different locations, and we're going to getting outside of that DEO headquarters area because we see that all the time. So I'm kind of glad that, you know, we do get away from it. But it was interesting to see it return again. But I do like the fact that it seems like season 5 so far, they've been going to other locations because I kind of don't want to see the same place over and over and over. So there you have it, guys. That's my reaction to this episode of Supergirl. I'm curious to know, what did you guys think about this episode? What were some of your highlights, some of the things you didn't like? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Talk to you guys soon.